Hey, this is Brett coming at you from the Cozy Home Office, the world headquarters for Brett Approved Inc. And today we're going to do something fun, and that is demo the brand new, built from the ground up for me and you or anybody else with a physical disability or mobility challenge, or the people who love us, or heck, even coworkers, BrettApproved.com. Before we dive into demoing the site, I want to talk for just 1 second about why sharing our information, the accessibility information about hotels, restaurants, and entertainment venues is so important. And it cuts right to why I started Brett Approved. And that is simply because groups of people in this country and around the world, frankly, no matter who they are, groups of people aren't taken seriously until we flex our collective economic muscle. And so what we want to demonstrate to restaurateurs, to hoteliers, and even, of course, venue owners is that people with disabilities have money to spend and that we're extremely loyal consumers. And I think, and the Brett Approved team thinks, people with disabilities, we would spend more if there was a mechanism like Brett Approved that showed us what was easy for us to deal with, thereby allowing us to know in advance where we're going to spend our money. So without further ado, let's dive into the brand new site. All right, so you'll see here we've got it pulled up on my 27-inch iMac, and you guessed it, my eyesight's terrible, so that's why I have such a big computer. But you can also do this on your phone. So there are two ways that you can log into BrettApproved.com. The first way is up here in the upper right. We've got the login. My favorite way to do it is just click on, right here in the center, click on Rate a Place. All right, so you see here on the left, if you're new to the Brett Approved community, it's free to join. Simply give us your first name, last name, and email address, and your password, and confirm your password, and you are in it to win it. As a recurring reviewer, you can see my stuff's already auto-populated, so we'll simply hit the sign-in button, or if you want to use your Facebook credentials to log in, you can do that by clicking the Facebook button below that. So here we go. All right, so the neat thing about BrettApproved.com, this new version, is that it kind of can tell where you are. It geolocates where you are. So it's automatically going to pull up things that are close to you that it thinks you might want to review. So if you see something that is already listed and you want to review it, simply click on it and you're on your way. For the purposes of our example, I want to draw your attention to this search for a place. And what we're going to do is we're going to do just that. So we're going to try Zips Sports Grill in honor of the NCAA men's and women's basketball tournaments. We're going to take a look at the Zips here on East Warner. And we're going to do this, and we simply click Select a Place. And you'll see here's the East Warner Zips. And we'll go down here, and I'm going to walk you through this. So we want to make it as easy as possible to review places. So we've got 6 questions, and the answers you can input range from challenging to accessible to excellent. And in this case, accessible simply means average and you were able to do it, regardless of the challenge that you overcome. So how is the parking? Well, I've been to this one, and so I know that the parking is accessible, right? How is the entrance? I think the entrance to this one was excellent. How was the seating? I think the seating at this one was excellent. How were the restrooms? I think they were just about average. I was able to do what I needed to do, but they weren't anything special. And how was the staff? I think the staff was great. Would I recommend this place? Of course I would, right? So then we get down here, and by the way, each of these 6 criteria, each of these 6 things that we've just rated, that contributes to the Brett score, which is based out of 10. So the higher the Brett score, the more accessible any given destination is. So this is what I want to draw your attention to, this your review. So what I think is crucially important is, this free-form text field allows you to share certain things that you found particularly useful about any given destination that you're reviewing. So maybe you have a power chair and you love this particular Zips because there's tons of space in between tables. Well, you would say that. So I liked this Zips because it was big. Boom. And that's just an example, but the point is simply this. The more granular the information, the more information you share with our community, the more useful your review is. So, now, you'll see to the right here we have these broken out. Each category gives you the ability to add a photo. You can add entrance photo, add a parking photo. There's a little pro tip that I want to share with you. Because websites, be they on your phone or particularly on a desktop or laptop, they're horizontal in nature. So photos work best when, like your laptop or desktop or phone, they're horizontal, right? When you have your phone horizontal, you're going to see a little bit better. So when you take a photo, try and keep it horizontal, and then I think that works out best for everybody. But real quick, we'll just demo this. All right. So you see here, click here to add photos. So we're going to do that. Now, if you're on your desktop, we have this blown up for purposes of demonstration, but if you have a photo that's on your desktop, you could literally click it and drag it in this box, and boom, it'll upload automatically. What we're going to do in terms of this demo is we're going to select a file, and you'll see here that it pulls, I've got it set up to pull directly from my desktop. So I'm just going to choose a random screenshot here, and we'll do this. And there you go, it is automatically downloaded. And what's really cool is you can see it right there, so you know exactly what you've uploaded. And you can do this sequentially because a picture, and it kills me to say this as a former journalist, but a picture really is worth 1,000 words. Now here's something else I want to bring your attention to. You'll notice here that the cut lines or the captions for each photo that you upload, it's automatically pre-populated, and that's just to make your life easier. But let's say there's something specific about the parking or the entrance or whatever that you want to share with our community. You can simply delete this and type something, this Zips was great because boom, 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 right? And then you can save that. Actually, even an example, I prefer no whips. All right, so then we can save that. And there it is. It's all good to go. You can see it down here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to rate this place. Okay. So once we click on that, you will see that it has been, you'll see this right here. It's got my headshot right there, and it says, your comment is awaiting moderation. And that's just kind of a fancy way of saying that before this goes live, somebody on the Bread Approved team, somebody that works with us, or myself, or Matt, or one of our volunteers is gonna make sure that this meets our standards in terms of positivity and usefulness. And you guys have done a really good job with the reviews you've submitted so far. They've all been fantastic. So once this gets approved, it'll then be quote-unquote live on the site. At that point, you'll have a Brett score generated. And remember, that's going to be generated off of those 6 questions that we answered. And the best Brett score you can get is a 10. So the closer anything is to 10, any given hotel, restaurant, or entertainment venue is to 10, guess what? That's the more, that just means it's that much more accessible. So when you're on the site and if you just want to do a quick search, just look for a higher number. And all of a sudden, you're in it to win it. So that is a quick tutorial of breadapproved.com. And again, I want to thank Labs 8, out of Seattle. I want to thank, our investors and everybody who believes in us. And mostly, I want to thank you, the Bread Approved community, because without you, this wouldn't be possible. I love the fact that we're so engaged on Facebook. I love the fact that we're so engaged on Twitter, @BreadApproved. But really, nothing beats word of mouth. So please share this with your friends, your family, your coworkers, and please contribute to it, because the more we contribute, the more useful it'll be. And I think, as you've heard me say time and time again, life is defined by experiences. So let's get out there and have some great experiences and share them with everybody. Until next time, this is Brett coming at you. Keep rolling.